the Keffels. Keffels has. There we go. I agree. Let's stick to schedule. True. So today we are learning the alphabet. Alphabet. Because if we're going to learn any language, the first step, the first sort of big move that you ever do to learn a language is to learn the alphabet, right? And what we're learning today is the Ukrainian alphabet. Cut for editors, which I'm gonna be editing this, so cut for myself so I can read the comment. We're learning Ukrainian, of course, as every day. We're learning the same language as every day, Pinky. Ukrainian. Well, basically, it became more obvious that she's more interesting in creating and then talking about drama stuff than serious politics and other topics. It was kind of obvious before, but now more people see it. It's also something that she said herself in a way, but I don't really think that the debates around that are all that interesting or important at the greater scale. I don't know. I missed the whole thing. I'm gonna be quite honest. My schedule has suddenly become quite packed, and among other things, there's the learning of Ukrainian thing. So I just don't have time to. I just don't have time to follow Keffel's drama. I hope this is not bad on me, you know. But there's just no time for it. I've already wasted time today by going to the accountant who looked at my page, who listened to me say how I earn money, only for him to say, I actually have no idea how you should pay your taxes. Unironically. And I was like, okay. You know? The accountant firm told me we just have no clue what you should do. So yeah, that's a lovely delight for me. Like, one thing that the person speculated was that since people are giving you money directly from the US, technically speaking, you should register a company in the US. And then he followed up by saying, but that would not be very sensible now, would it? To which I said, yeah, it wouldn't. You know? Uh, so, yeah, that's basically the history of the recap of my life thus far. You know? That is the recap of my life. Okay, let's begin. Let's continue with the learning. So, alphabet. We start from the most obvious letter. A. A. That's how we pronounce it. A. Right? It's the same in Polish. A. I'm gonna write both the printed version and the sort of hand drawn version. So this is the printed version. Oh gosh. I'm writing in white. Should I make it fatter? That's right. I won't be just reading the letters, we'll be also writing them down as well. So we are writing down the printed version. I'm doing my best with the writing on the tablet. And of course, the only way to truly master something is through repetition. You can take out you know, a notebook and write it together with me. Even though my writing is not the most beautiful. But I'm just writing down the printed version and then we're gonna write the. Jak sprawy, Lucy? Dziękuję. I think it's dużo dobry. What is it? Dużo dobry? Let's see if my memory. It's like. Duże. Jest duże dobry. Dobre. Dużo dobre. Dużo dobre, I think, would be. Duże dobre. Yeah, duże dobre. Duże dobre. Duże dobre. Is my answer. Duże dobre, dziękuję. See, I'm learning. Okay. So we're writing the A. You can write it together with me. Although now, as I said, I'm just doing the printed thing. I'm writing it down because, technically speaking, I shouldn't be writing down something that is printed. But it sort of makes it easier for me to memorize. Przyjemno, maybe. Although it feels, I'm not sure if przyjemno fits here. I'm not super convinced if przyjemno is like the thing to write here. Okay, now we're writing the handwritten. A. See? The proper, nice. A. Wow. We are really spending quality time. No dramas, no bad things, only language. I guess there are only 5 connoisseurs of language here today. Ah, 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 ah. Przyjemno. Okay, przyjemno. Oh, przyjemno. 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 Okay, makes sense. Przyjemno. Makes perfect sense. So that was A. Okay? M. M. Next we have the letter M. 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 And with and we're gonna be able to learn our first word. Isn't that exciting? Sort of. That is so exciting. I don't even know what to say out of this whole excitement. Of course, we're gonna be doing the handwritten. You all should be you all should be writing this down at home right now with me. You should be participating. I'm literally using this as an opportunity to just practice Ukrainian. I'm such a selfish streamer. I'm the most selfish of all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most selfish of all? Lucy has a. So now that we have and a, we can learn the word mama. 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 Which means mom or mother. First, we can write the handwritten sort of version. Mama. It's also interesting to see how the lowercase letters show much more of where the font comes from. The printed lowercase a looks more Gothic, but the handwritten lowercase I looks more Greek. It shows the variation in script and where it got its influence. Yeah. The handwritten script can be a bit different from the printed one. I'm not gonna. The differences can be quite big. That's undeniable. It's almost time for my HRT. Mama ta tato. Yes. Ta is E. Ta is end in Ukrainian, but you can also use E, which is closer to Polish. Mama I tato. Yes. O. 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 Pretty straightforward. O. O la boga. In this case, the printed and the handwritten are identical, so I don't really need to. I don't really need to write this again. It's just identical. Oh. Now we can call our mom because there's this thing called conjugation. So mama is like the neutral. But if you're calling your mom, you'll be saying mamo, mamo. You know? That's what you're gonna do. It's okay, we're gonna do it step by step. So you can write mamo. Now you can call your mom. When you want to tell your mom to come to you, to sort of call your mom, your mamo. Or the more, again, handwritten. Mamo. Right? Mamo. The accent is on the first A. Mamo. Makes sense? It makes perfect sense to me. Um, Dudka. 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 Next letter. T. 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 Yes, in mamo, the accent is on the first A. Mamo. Mamo. Oh, sorry, it says here. Mamo. Yes. You call your mom. Mamo. You know, as in mom. Mom. Mamo. Dziadko. 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 Okay, dziadko. Now the letter T. 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 Which printed version is like this. Very simple, very easy. Easy stuff. Right? Nice and easy. Lowercase printed T is still fairly simple. It's a thing in some Indo-European languages, but only those who still have case inflection. It's not shared by English at all, no. T. So continental Germanic and Slavic languages, but not Romance or English. So this is T. This is the capital handwritten T. 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 And this is the lowercase written T, which can become sort of confusing, okay? This is the part where it can become a little bit confusing for people. This is T, lowercase. Okay? Easy so far? So far, so good? Are you with me so far? Is everything in order? What? Yeah. Uppercase printed, lowercase printed, uppercase handwritten, lowercase handwritten T. See? I'm writing down both. I'm writing down both the printed version and the law and the handwritten, right? So we can learn the word tato, tato, father, tato, father, tato, father, and we can write it in the I guess we're gonna uppercase the father. See? Printed, handwritten. Print, hand, handwritten. Okay? We already had M. M is here. We already have. We already had the M. M is here. See? This is how do you write M. This is the M. So you already can see how it differs from the T. E. E. Printed. And yes, you should also learn the handwritten because people are gonna if you're gonna have to be also able to read handwritten notes, and people will not give you a handwritten note written in the printed alphabet. They're just gonna be using the handwriting, right? So if you wanna read anything that anybody handwrites you in Ukrainian, then you better learn the handwritten. I guess, yeah. I suppose you could say that. Eh. He better send me a fax. Fax. Okay, handwritten. I can see that learning Ukrainian is not the hottest topic. 7 viewers. Eh. Yes, it definitely looks different. The difference is in the middle shape of the curve, convex and concave. Yeah. Not many language enthusiasts. People like drama more. Well, I participate at least. That's good. If I had 0 people participating, I'd be so sad. I'd be sad with this sort of state of affairs. Word. Meta. Meta. Which means goal. Meta. Meta. I'm gonna also write it in more. Handwritten style. Right? Meta. Meta. Goal. Meta. Which is similar to Polish. The word meta does function in Polish. It is a teia, yes, you and me. It does function in Polish. It has a slightly different goal. in go. Let's try. It has a slightly different meaning in Polish, although if you stretch it, you could say that it's the same basically. Although the Polish translation given here is cel, so I guess it is sort of an acknowledged that at the end of the day, even though the word exists in Polish, usually in Polish you will use a slightly different word. Like usually in Polish you will use someta, goal. Usually you will use the word meta in Polish to say like the finish line of a race. Okay? And I guess in Ukrainian it's more just a goal to accomplish. Meta. So I guess in Ukrainian it just has a broader use, you know? Which is sort of interesting. And now we're gonna do the next one. Tema. Tema. Which means topic. Tema. Tema. Which I guess I'm gonna. And we don't need to capitalize tema. So it's gonna be like this. The written one. Tema. Although the M's probably should be deeper. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Should be deeper. So in the beginning lessons, it will have a sentence like, "This is my aunt, Toma." Is Toma a name? Tema. Tema. Tema means. Tema means topic. Tema means subject. Topic. Subject. Subject. Topic. Tema. Right? Holy crap. Never mind. K. 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 Printed at first, of course. Uppercase. And now, lowercase. Is it visible on your screens? Should make it a bit bigger. Oh yeah, and I should go make it also visible on the page proper. That's better. Google wants to say Toma is the name. Tom in translation, weird name for an. Well, uppercase. Is the handwriting more continuous or more like individual letters in your experience? So, would the first stroke of the N tema be the continuation of the Tieru? Do you live the pension? I think you would continue it. You know, I think you would continue it. In Polish, it can also be up to the individual. In Polish, technically speaking, you're supposed to continuously write it, but there are people that just write all the letters individually, and it's not a big deal. But there are some letters in Ukrainian that are sort of created with this continuity in mind. There are two versions, one in the middle of a word and one at the end of the word. And the one in the middle of the word is sort of made to accommodate for the continuous writing, and the one at the end just ends. So the answer to your question would be ideally you would just write it, you know, seamlessly without raising your pen. Cheeky lessons. So yes, ideally you would just write it without lifting your pen. But I think if you just individualize the letters, I don't think it's a big deal probably. It's not a big deal in Polish, and in Polish you're supposed to also write it without, you know, and people still sort of do it, and nobody freaks out about it. So yeah. Handwritten. Very elegant, K. The most elegant K you've ever seen. K. The most elegant K you've ever seen in your life. Wow. I'm so proud of my writing. Did you know that? Okay, there's no chance you've known that, but when I went to the first grade, okay, maybe I should preface this by saying my whole life, ever since I was a child, people have only viewed me in two modes. I think the only script where it's really a mistake is Arabic, but it's interesting to see if the letter forms change in what way, yes. So people have always seen me in just two modes. People have always seen me as either very smart or as mentally challenged. There is no in between. So people have always either assumed that I'm mentally challenged or that I'm very smart. You ever done calligraphy? Let's say I do sometimes even cut my own feather pen. I did Japanese calligraphy, but it's very different from European calligraphy. So when I went to the first grade, because I learned to read in one day, they wanted to promote me to the second grade right away, to skip the first grade. But because my handwriting was so horrible, they decided not to promote me to the second grade. So I was good at reading because I sort of learned it really quickly, but my handwriting was abysmal, so they decided not to promote me. Yes. Again, in the first grade, one of the teachers, I have no clue who it was, decided that I am a quote unquote wild and unpredictable child. I've been deemed a wild and unpredictable child. So the teacher told my mom that I have to go that she demands that I go get tested if I'm not mentally challenged. Kometa, because I was deemed wild and unpredictable. So apparently, my mom did go and get me tested. And apparently, when the results came in, that teacher had a lot of apologizing to do, from what I've heard. So that's the story. That's the story of how I got sent to get tested if I'm not mentally challenged. Kometa, which means comet, it's identical in Polish. That was the T, right? Yes. Kometa. If it gives you any solace, my handwriting was so horrible at the end of high school. I had to write a second draft for every exam. Still, since it was so bad, still I can't really read much. It's too long ago and can't remember elsewhere now. I mostly type, but I probably should improve at some point. Oh. Well, I was a wild and unpredictable child. Okay. Kometa. Comet. Mac. I don't even know how to translate. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Mac English. Poppy seed. What a weird name. English is so weird. Poppy seed. English is such a weird language. Poppy seed. So, yes, the second word is mac. Poppy seed, apparently. I like to dress up as if every day was Halloween. Oh. Well, unfortunately, no, that's. I'm gonna keep the stream wholesome. I'm gonna keep the stream optimistic and wholesome. Holy moly. Well, that's a development. Ten people. Wow, for thank you for deciding that learning Ukrainian is your jam. Thank you. Okay, we move on to the next letter. There's no time like the present. E. Let's see what we're gonna say. Nothing. E. 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 There's a really interesting thing that I've heard from the person that helps me in Ukrainian from Kiev. We see. I cannot say. So apparently, I know in Polish there's this saying to put a dot above an e. Okay, to put a dot above e, and it means to put a finishing Uh, a finishing touch on something, you know? Dot above E. And Ukrainian apparently has the very same saying, the dot above E. But Russian also has it for some reason, even though apparently the Russian E actually does not have a dot above it. So while the saying makes perfect sense in Polish and Ukrainian respectively, it makes absolutely no sense in Russian because there is no E with a dot above it. Just a little bit of language trivia and how Russia co opts our sayings, even if it doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, now handwritten E. Cyrillic alphabet. So it literally all the saying all only makes sense in Polish or Ukrainian. It just makes no sense in Russian. But apparently Russians still use it anyway. The dot above E. There's a TV program in Poland called The Dot Above E. Kropka nad E. Which is pretty cool. Now the lowercase. Wait, hold on. This is the chilliest stream I think ever. It doesn't get any chillier as a stream than this, doesn't? Does it? Just sitting here and learning Ukrainian. I don't think it could get any more chill stream than this. Even if I tried. Uppercase, lowercase. Interestingly, the saying also exists in English, but in German, even though we have more letters with dots. Chilly in what? Chill stream, relaxed stream. I meant it as like as in relaxed stream. I've never heard that saying. Oh, interesting. To put a dot above E. So what's the word? Kit. Which means cat. Kit, cat. So in Ukrainian you have kit. In Polish you have kot. And in English you have cat. So kit, kot, cat. That's how it goes. Kit, kot, cat. Maybe that will make it easier for you to remember the word. Kit, kot, cat. Kitty cat. Exactly. Kitty cat. Kit, kitty cat. See? Perfect, right? Kitty cat. Brr, brr, brr. And now you're gonna. How was the T, right? Yes. How was the T? So, kit. Cot. Tit, titka. Auntie. Auntie. Aunt. Titka. 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 aunt. I'm gonna see. We're gonna write them down. Kit Kat, delicious. Yes, Kit Kat. I've never thought of that like this before, but yes, that is exactly how it is. Are we learning Polish? No, we're learning Ukrainian. Hello, Unchained Mel. Learning Ukrainian. Polish is boring. Nobody cares about Polish. From Old East Slavic. Koti. Kot, koty. No, koti. From Proto-Slavic kot. I mean, in Polish, it's kot. Still. I guess it's still Proto-Slavic and Polish. It is interesting, isn't it? Rip Polska. I mean, Polish. Nobody cares about Polish. Polish is a boring language. We're learning the cool and hip Ukrainian over here. Shut down by Lucy herself. True. I'm down for anything that is in English. Good. Good. We're learning the best language in the world. As a family. Maybe. Oh boy. Okay, let's go. So, titka, aunt, auntie. So now there's gonna be a tricky one. One of the tricky ones. One of the good ones. Next. The letter U. U. It's probably because you're a native speaker of Polish. Maybe. U. 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 Oh. 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 Ooh, not oh. Ooh. Ooh. I think the reforms did make sense in a way since they had three letters that were pronounced the same, but also meant it's a lot of etymological spelling. That's always a difficult decision. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if I'm gonna get rated today by anyone on Twitch. Well, I didn't get rated by Keffels, that's for sure, but that's because the stream just ended abruptly. Ooh. Hmm. Ooh. This is the written. Mm-mm. Capitalized written. Ooh. Mm. Ooh. Right? Ooh. 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 Ah, okay. Ooh. I have to learn the layout of the Ukrainian keyboard, by the way, to use it on the PC. I have the Ukrainian keyboard, but the layout is just so unfamiliar to me. Ooh. Kut. 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 Which means angle. Kut means angle. Like a 30-degree angle or other angles. Right? Angle. Which incidentally, also, in Polish, it's kołt. Kołt. Like, I know that Polish has a few sounds that Ukrainian just doesn't have. On and un. Both of these sounds are sounds that just don't exist in Ukrainian. So kut, angle. In Polish, you will say kąt, kąt, kąt. Whereas in Ukraine, you will say kut. Right? There is just no on or un in Ukrainian. Kut, which we will also write down in the handwritten. Kut. Tut. That's the second word. Tut. Tut. Which means here. In Polish, you say tutaj. Tut. Tutaj. Here. Tut. Kind of like nasalize this tongue, maybe. Oh, ow. Like are the super Polish song as sounds that do not exist within Ukrainian. No, it's fine. I'm okay. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. I will see it either way and I will respond. Plus, I don't just look at the screen. I look at the chat. I also just look at the chat. I have the streams open myself and I look at the physical chats. So I have 3 different streams open and I see the physical chats as they sort of appear on the chat window. So I don't just look at the screen of the stream. Tut here, kut angle. So that's the letter U. That's the letter U. Next. S. 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 The letter S. The letter S. Which again is identical printed and written. So we don't have to write we don't have to write 2 sets for this. Because it's perfectly obvious. It is so obvious that it's incredible. What did you say? Oh my God, greater reigned. What did you? I noticed. What did you do? What the hell? That is so weird. That is so strange. You have so much. Never mind. Seek. Seek. That's the word. Seek. Do you know what seek means? Seek. I don't see it either, but some modern auto system probably has. Yeah, it was banned by a bot. Do you know what seek means? It means juice. There were no slurs. No, there were no. There are no slurs here. No, there are no slurs here. I look at the. It's juice, yes. I looked at the message. There are no slurs there. It was just a weird mute. So in Polish, it's sok. Sok in Polish, sik in Ukrainian. Cactus. 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 Which means cactus. I mean, I can view it. It's censored, but I can uncensor it for myself because I'm the admin owner of the page. So I can see the message and there were no slurs. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that is what you said basically. I don't know why it's censored. Why I don't know why it muted you to be honest, but you know. Ukrainian language is getting censored on White Forest. Stardust, 21 viewers. Wick TV, 31 viewers. Amazing. Aristocracy still takes the cake. So cactus, which means cactus. I'm gonna write it down with the, of course. Ca- cac- cactus. Cactus. You are unmuted. Cactus. Cactus. Sick. Cactus. Ay ay ay. Maybe that's the full extent of what we should be doing on today's stream. We should just learn Ukrainian for 5 hours on stream and do nothing else. I mean, I'm up for it. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind this being the whole stream, to be quite honest. It's just a matter of will people actually watch it and donate and subscribe to watch me do Ukrainian on stream. That's a bit much. Not for me. Not for me, it ain't. For me, it's like a typical. What day is it today? Tuesday. To me, it's just a Tuesday. I think I landed on a Thanos quote by mistake. I think I randomly landed on a Thanos quote. I will be taking bathroom breaks though. My mental bandwidth has been bad for a while now. I've been in a funk, been feeling unwell in my. I mean, considering what happened to you recently, that's more than understandable. Considering that you've went through a personal tragedy, it's. I would be surprised if things were different. If that makes sense. So take time and, you know, to take care of yourself and, take all the time you need to process what happened. Okay, next. Next letter. R, r, r. The sound that I could not pronounce as a child. R. I used to say l, and I could never pronounced r, r. I could never do this as a child. The only sound that would come out of my mouth would be r. And it took me a lot of practice, a lot of speech therapy, I believe, to be able to finally pronounce r. And my grandfather from my father's side gave me a special reward, a little box of knockoff Legos for being able to overcome my childhood speech impediment. My cousin Suero has been living with us. He had a wildly crap day yesterday. Went to hospital for work on his. Oh no. Damn. That's harsh. Well, he's going through a lot as well, so you know. R. I feel like I can't be moping when other people need support. Well, it's important to also take care of your own mental health because if you collapse along the way, then you won't be able to support anyone. You know? Yes, rover. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. That's the sound. That's the way. This is the way. R. The big R and the small R. Mm. Mm. Are you taking care of yourself? Uh, I try. I try my best. Okay, handwritten. I. Hmm? What did you say? Mustn't is a word. Must not, yes. Mustn't is definitely a word. Mustn't is definitely a word that exists. Yes. Yeah. Mustn't. You mustn't. I mustn't. Thou mustn't. Mustn't. R. Rakieta. Rocket. Rakieta. Rocket. What must I not forget? Um. Rakieta. Rakieta. Rocket. Rakieta. Teatr. 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 The theater. The stage theater. Not the cinema. The stage theater. I'm gonna write it, of course, as well in the handwritten. Actually, we're gonna capitalize it as well. That'll be a good practice to see the both versions, right? Teatr. Teatr. Right? Teatr. Hmm? Stage theater.
Oh, Barry!
Oh my god.
Oh, Barry!
That was a. That frightened me. You must remember, tell yourself that you're beautiful. Don't believe otherwise. I don't know about that. I don't know. Hmm. It's your homework? What's my homework? Facts. What are facts? I'm sorry, I'm lost. We're going to the next letter. V, which also becomes sort of f, f, which this is misleading because I've been told by Keith, native that this page is teaching the pronunciation not entirely correctly. So thank God I got a hold of a native because otherwise that's just annoying. It's good to get a hold of an actual native to learn, you know, to not learn some BS. Uh. Also, the rule about if I cry, we cancel stands. If I cry, then we cancel. That's just so you know, the rule sort of stands. Uh, huh. Shakespeare, huh? V. What would make you cry here? Language? Uh, you never know with me. V. 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 Vodka has not told me what the facts are. Oh, I've started writing the written. Okay, I guess we're reversing the order. First, we're writing the. See, so this is the one in the middle of the word. It's done so it goes here, and you can just continue writing without lifting your pen. So this is what I'm talking about. See? Middle of the word v. And now we're gonna see the finisher. And this is the end of the word v. See, it's closed. This one is open, so you can just continue seamlessly writing without lifting your pen. Like this. See? So this one has 3 different versions for handwriting, which kind of interesting, isn't it? A little bit. A little bit interesting. V, v. V. So it sort of goes in certain parts of words. It becomes more soft. Viter, viter. So as you have the words viter, 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 and viter means wind. Viter, the wind. That's the word. Viter, the wind. Viter, the wind. I'm gonna write it in the capitalize. Viter, wind. And this is like when it becomes softer. Vovk, 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 which means wolf. Vovk, vovk. I'm gonna try to keep my writing a bit more clean. Vovk, vovk. Vovk, vovk. Which will be vovk. Like this, I guess. Vovk, wolf. And finally, staff, 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 which means pond. Staff, pond, pond. Pond, staff. We're gonna write it in more the sta, staff, staff, pond. So we've got this. Hmm? So we have this letter covered. We can move on to the next one, which is h, 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 h. There are going to be some letters here that are going to be sort of tricky for me to pronounce because they use certain sounds that are either not really used in Polish or certain sounds that are a bit archaic to Polish. They used to be used a lot more, which is a little bit interesting. But for some reason, after World War II, the sound just stopped being used and it became used in a different. I don't know how to explain it actually. I just don't know how to explain it. If it makes. I don't know. We're gonna move on. This sounds easy, so I don't have problems with this. With this one, I don't really have any problems at all. But within a few next ones, we're gonna run into some. Where is the? So you celebrating for Christmas, New Year? I might do the Hanukkah, although I don't know how to. I will do the Hanukkah and I will watch the Adam Sandler Hanukkah movie to celebrate it. That's gonna be my way of respecting Hanukkah by watching the Adam Sandler infamous animated movie. It's gonna become my yearly tradition. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Does that sound like something that is like nice and good and worth doing? New Year, I've already celebrated. I've already celebrated New Year, by the way, this year. Just so you know, I've celebrated the Jewish New Year. I went to Chabad Lubavitch and I've listened to the play of the horns. Mm. Okay, I'm going to the toilet. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Invite more people to the stream and we'll be continuing Ukrainian. We're just gonna do Ukrainian today. Screw it. Just Ukrainian is more important than anything. I'll be right back. It's a bonus for anyone that likes to hear me speak Ukrainian. Huh. Huh. I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Huh. 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 Nice and easy. Nice and simple. Little. Oh, that's the capitalized one. Huh. 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 Ha ha ha. Hata. Which basically means hut. A hut. Like a small house. A hut. Hata. Hold on. Okay, that's better. We're doing common sounds in the language. We're doing the alphabet. We're doing the whole alphabet. Dom, yes, which means home. That one means home. Hata, hata. Mucha, mucha. Hata, mucha. So we're gonna. Mucha is a fly. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting to translate because I keep forgetting that English is not Ukrainian or Polish. Hata, mucha. No, that's wrong. That's actually super wrong. That is actually super, super incorrect. Mucha. Now it's correct. Mucha. You see? Mucha. Okay, I'm gonna refresh. This cannot be correct. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna keep like I'm gonna keep tabs on what's going on over here. So yes, we're doing the alphabet. You need to know the alphabet if you're good to do anything. Next, e, e, the sound e, e, printed e, printed e. Eh, I'm a sleepy potato. Might need to lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. If you need to lay down, then just lay down. You should rest as much as possible, quite honestly. Just lay down. Okay? Don't push yourself. Don't push yourself. It makes no sense. Thank you. Thank you for the Audis. Thank you for the Audis, Unchained Mel. Thank you so much. Highly appreciated. Monies. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. E. Written, capitalized E. Written, capitalized E. Australian dollaridos. Oh, thank you. Yes, good night, Great Rain. I hope you will feel well when you wake up. Mm-hmm. E, 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 E. Thank you. I'll be learning for a while still. It's gonna be a long, long learning session. That's for sure. Oh, what happened? Oh, that was a delay. That was the delay of all delays. I was super slow. Interesting. I was so delayed. But once again, thank you. Eh. Ser. Ser. Which means cheese. Ser. Cheese. Ser. Cheese. Res. Rej. Which means rice. Res. Res. Rice. Res. Rice. Res. Rice. So we have done the I sound right now. The I sound. Perfect. Whew, we're moving lightning fast. We're at Z now. Z. The Z sound. The Z sound. Z. 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 Okay, I'm going to do the written ones separately because the lowercase differs. So the uppercase is basically identical. I'm not sure if I should be even writing this, but there we go. And now the lowercase has this little zhup here. The lowercase handwritten Z has this little tail here. It goes like this. Z. Hmm? Z. Z. You see? Do you see it? So the word is zima. Zima, which means winter, which is what we are in right now. A very cold winter, which creates havoc on the battlefield in Ukraine. Zima. 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 I'm gonna write it like Zima. Zima. Or I'm okay. I'm doing the wrong. The accent is actually on the last. Zima. 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 It's in theory. It's on the last. It's on the last letter. So yes. Zima, and Zima means once again winter, and then you have koza, which means goat. Koza. Koza. Goat. Koza. Goat. Don't get goaded by the goat. Okay. Oh, I made a mistake. So many more letters left. N. The letter N is next. The letter N. 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 The chat became so quiet. I guess everybody's focusing. N. 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 Small n. Small n. Small n. Small n. Small n. Small. Small n. 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 As you can see, some letters can be a bit misleading. They might feel like there are different letters, but they're actually not. They're actually not different letters. Mm. And then it's cancelled. So the handwritten n. 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 Small handwritten. Small written. Small written. Okay. And I guess we're gonna be 0. That doesn't feel right. Even for her, that doesn't feel right. 0? Really? 4. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna restrain myself for now. So, niece. Nos. Niece is nos, which means nose. So niece. Niece means nose. Ananas. Ananas. Ananas means pineapple. Ananas. Pineapple. Ananas. Pineapple. I'm getting tired. I guess we're gonna finish here for today. It's not been a long stream, but I've been streaming 2 days in a row, and I can feel I'm tearing up. And since I'm tearing up, the stream is cancelled. So, thank you for coming here. Love and solidarity as per usual. I'm gonna, yeah.